Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday, 2 p.m., and the start of the Dark Defenders event milestone, as well as the launch of the Incursion Campaign. Now, in today's video, we're going to do a little bit of an event recap in terms of getting the exact figures. We now know exactly what the currency exchange ratio for energy is. It's actually pretty close to 2, but it's not quite 2. It's a little bit more than that, so we'll take a look at how that changes the numbers a little bit. We'll also have my thoughts as to what the priority farm for the Incursion Campaign is going to be, because now that it's live, and you're going to be able to farm a variety, depending on if you want a core or not. We'll talk about that as well. But which characters I think that you probably should spend your energy on for the chapters that you're able to do. So we'll talk about that and more. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. Okay, so first things first, we do have, obviously, the launch of the month-long of October. It lasts for 35 days, Night of the Were-Tigress. The daily claim for this is going to be 2,000. You can see that I've already claimed it on the web store. At least for right now, maybe I'm too early, it's possible, that I don't see the free claim for Dark Defenders. We'll take a look, though, like towards the backside of the video, see if that's been updated. But I just want to let people know about that. So far, I don't see anything at the moment. Now, let's talk about Dark Defenders and how you're going to be able to get most of the currency, which is going to be through the ISO 8 campaign. I also want to take a look at the orb. I think it's an orb. No? Like, the pumpkins are... It's a currency, right? Shouldn't there be an orb? Is it in here? I don't even know. No, that's the mystical energy still there. Where's this damn pumpkin thing? Am I just crazy? Okay, so let's go to the ISO 8 campaign first, and we'll see what we can do with it. So if you go over to the campaign, into the ISO 8, now, okay, so I don't know if it's different from hard. I realized I was actually checking. I think it's the same. No, it's better. No way! It's actually better in the regular one than it is in hard mode. Interesting. So here, you get 24 energy, and you get 30 currency. But in hard mode, you spend 24, and you get 50. Wait, is that the same? 24 and 50. Oh, 24 and 50? 24 and 30. Oh, it's worse! It is worse in the regular campaign. Oh, shit. This is really bad for free-to-play. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know why it took me that long to clue in. Oh my god, that is horrible. That is really horrible. So... for the purposes of this video, I actually added it in here into the spreadsheet. It's 2.08333 to 1 ratio if you're doing the hard mode. It's the same across both 12 and 24. You get 24 for 50, and then you get 12 for 25. So yeah, it's like just a bit over 2. But on the other hand, if you're doing the regular ISO 8, it's 24 to 30 and 12 to 15. Holy shit, I think that's 1.25. Let's just do that really quick. 30 over 25. 30 divided by 24. Sorry. 1.25. Oh my god! That is horrific. Because that means that you're going to struggle to even get to the event item. Don't forget that the event item is 18,000. Just for shits and giggles, I want to see what happens when you change this to 1.25. Barely! Just barely. You know, you're just able to clear the event items. So it looks like doesn't screw you that bad, but it's still pretty bad. Like if you're not able to do hard mode ISO 8, then don't expect to get any of the other milestones after that, essentially, is what we're saying. Oh, don't farm that. No, let's go back to the hard mode. I want to farm that, and then I want to see what I can do with that. Collect Defender pumpkins from any ISO 8. Okay, earn them. Now, can I open anything with them? What the hell do I do with it? That's what I want to know. Is it not... Okay, so I'm getting the points. Great. Am I actually using it? It doesn't say that it's an orb or anything. And of course, everything else looks the same. So again, 18,000 is the goal for the event item. Some of us, if we have Masters of Evil, we'll get 24,000, 28,000 maybe. I don't know. I think that the costume, I think, is a whalestone. And this is going to be a wider conversation that we'll have on a separate video. Because I think that more and more, instead of the last 3 milestones that we're seeing as whalestones, we're actually starting to see the last 5. And that is a significant reduction in rewards overall than what things used to be. But I want to know where do I use these pumpkins? Is it just not up yet? Maybe it'll be up at 5 o'clock. I feel like unless it's in a different tab and I'm blind. Am I blind? I don't know. I mean, I doubt it's in the ISO, but no? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe it hasn't updated yet. And I also want to check really quickly. Once again, we're going to refresh. Don't forget that you need the Blitz for this event too. I went over that in the previous event video, but make sure you're doing this because you need to get these pumpkins, which you're going to get from earning Blitz credits. Just double checking it's the same. Yes, it's 1-to-1. You need 3,000 Blitz credits every day. So this is the store. I'm just going to refresh this one more time. And is it added yet? Did I miss it? No, it's not up here. No free claim for the Dark Defenders event yet that I can see. Unless it's at the bottom. Is it at the bottom? Did they move it to the bottom? No. I have no idea. I'll check it one final time before we end the video. Okay, so the other thing that I want to talk about is obviously that... Oh, we have... What? The fuck? Why is it... Does it even say in here? By spending Apples of Eden. Bounty of Asgard milestone. What the F? They can't even get their goddamn technical stuff. Collect apples. Okay, this is definitely not Bounty of Asgard, that's for sure. Daily Valhalla Vanguard. Well, at least we got proof, video proof here of them screwing up yet again. Let's see, what does the first one say? Let's go back. What does the first one say? Does it say the same thing? No, this one says Dark Defenders. I don't know what's going on. Do they actually get... Are they giving apples in the campaign? That would be absolutely hilarious. I don't think they are. Otherwise, it would say bonus, right? Yeah, it's not doing that. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Like, this is part of the course, I think, with Scopely. There's been a lot of technical fuck-ups lately, and it's been a bit surprising because, you know, I made a video a couple weeks ago that things were gravy, things were good, and then I feel like they took that and they're like, you know what, let's just make it crap. That's honestly how I feel that things have been going lately. The last 2 weeks in particular have been quite awful with regards to technical errors and bugs and event shit going wrong and all of that. Everything just kind of like went down the tube. I don't know. We'll see. Let's talk about the Incursion Campaign though, because this is actually back and hopefully this isn't bugged. And actually before I do that, make sure that you claim your stuff, your free shit inside. So not that, not this, this one. There's the maintenance complete, so that's 240 incursion energy on top of all the other stuff. Make sure you get this, so that should give you a grand total of 360 incursion energy that you get to spend. Now, if you had previously cleared the Incursion Campaign when it was bugged, then it still looks like that remains to be the case. What's really nice is they made it awfully clear as to what characters, or at least one of the what they believe is the main character that you're going to get out of these nodes. So they have little pictures now, which is kind of cool. I want to start, though, on Chapter 1. Because for those of you know who might not be super far ahead and able to do Chapter 3, because they require red stars, I want to talk about some of the ones that are on here. So obviously, skip, hand, you know, not farming, aim, Taskmaster. No, you're not farming this one. Pimtech and Young Avengers, not farming this one. You could do a little bit of this, but only for $20.99 probably at that point. Like Web Warriors is garbage at this point. Bionic Avengers, skip. Although there is rescue in there for Project Pegasus, though I think you'd probably be better off doing the higher ones if you could. I think they also contain rescue. City Heroes, nope. Sinister Six, nope. Shield, nope. This one, maybe. So if you're stuck on Chapter 1, you can't go further past Chapter 1, I would probably do this if you cannot go further. That being said, I'm pretty sure there's a 6 and a 7 red higher up one for the Invaders as well, so I would hold on to that if you need to. But, of course, in order to get into Chapter 2, you need 5 reds. So that's kind of why it's designed. It's designed for if you need to, you can farm 5 red characters basically off of this Chapter 1, which will then let you go into Chapter 2, and a lot of them are bio and skill characters, actually. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Incursion 110, all these are skill characters. You have the bio from the Web Warriors. I think this was kind of designed almost in that way to have some bio and skill characters that you could farm in this section. So Chapter 2, again, no to hand, no to aim. They're on the same ones. Taskmaster. Now I think they've added in more characters in here, but still, again, not really. Pimtech, Young Avengers, skip. Now they have, I think, a 5 and a 6 red variant here. Bionic Avengers is a skip. But once again, there is rescue. So if you do want to try your hand at that, I think getting a specific character, though, is going to be a bit challenging. Same stuff. It's actually not until we get to Chapter 3 where things get really spicy. So now we get 6 and a 5 red chance here for Invaders. But You know, so again, unless you're really stuck because this requires 5 red, and Chapter 3 requires 6 red, I would probably do the same thing as what I mentioned in Chapter 1, which is, you know, the Incursion 210 or 10 version, and maybe this one for Rescue and Web Warriors and 2099 mostly for that. Other than that, I think it's not really all that good. Chapter 3, though, and I want to start from the beginning, there is some pretty spicy characters on here, including a 7 red Mr. Negative, who I know that for newer players, you're probably not going to take advantage of this much, but there's also Taskmaster. Underworld is actually a very strong war team. Now, I don't normally advocate for this, but if you're someone who had previously built this team up and getting a 7 red on the best characters on the team, it actually, in fact, includes Green Goblin, who is, actually, they're all Underworld in this case on this node now. So it's not too bad, because this used to be Hand, right, for Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. There's actually some pretty good characters now. Only if you had previously built it. That's the only reason why I would do it. Chapter 2, Inhumans, hard pass unless they get an update in some future. Node number 3, the best character out of here would be for Black Widow. Otherwise, you're just farming literally one node for just Black Widow. So I forget what I have. I have a 5. Maybe. After I do some other ones. This one's Young Avengers. At this point, I probably would skip this, honestly. It'd be nice to have, but this one. Now, if you do not have a 7 Red Star Spider Weaver, I think this one's worth farming. You do have some Infestation characters on here as well, so it's kind of lumping both Infestation and Tangled Web at the same time, which isn't a terrible thing. Getting a 7 red Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, Swarm, Spider Weaver, you know, all of this is actually pretty good. So this would be one node that I would farm, because you're only going to get to be able to do a handful of them per day, because the amount of energy you're going to get daily is about 3 full nodes worth, because it's 1 energy every 10 minutes, which means to max this out, I think it's like 5 hours, 6 hours, something like that. Maybe it's a little bit more. I forget. 1 energy per 10 minutes. That's 6 per 1 hour, and then 2 hours times 5, 10 hours. 10 hours of energy. There we go. I just did that in my head. 10 hours of energy just to clear 1 node. So keep that in mind. And you don't really want to spend cores on this. Let's see if I get anything. Nope. But I mean, 11 silver promos and 4 gold promos, like on a daily farm across the board. This is going to really add up, and it's going to be really interesting. I might start tracking this on a daily basis, see what I get over the week in terms of, you know, what the expectation for daily silver and gold promo farming is, because this kind of completely, you know, eliminates the need for chaos theory. Every month I only get what 21 golds. Like I'm gonna get way more doing this stuff on Chapter 3. This one here hasn't really changed. It's still Bionic Avengers. In fact, Rescue's off the board here, so that sucks. And I don't think you'd probably want to farm this one. 7 does have Shang-Chi, which is really, really good. He has really effing hard, but I would only do this if you have nothing else to do. 3-8, on the other hand, absolute must grind. Must farm this one. Masters of Evil across the board. There is a Doc Ock for this, you know, fabled, supposed rework to Doc Ock that still might be coming with the next legendary character as part of a Cosmic Crucible team. So I do not have that, and I will be doing that. And of course, I don't have 7 red Kang, and I will be doing. I don't have 7 red for any of these characters, in fact. So this is definitely something I would love to do. Fortunately, no red stars, but we got 11 silver promos, no gold promos. Also, you're getting red star orbs. You're getting like a quarter of a red star orb doing this. So you'll get like an extra red star orb every day. 3-9, 7-star invaders. This is also something that's worth doing. I do have, unfortunately, a 7 red Nick Fury. I'd love to know how many Elite 4 tokens I would get as a dupe for that, but let's do this too. We got a 6 Nick Fury. This is going to be a dupe. Let's... We're going to go back and see how much tokens that just duped for. But if you're asking me in terms of which ones that you should prioritize in Chapter 3, I'm going to say Masters of Evil first, and then this one here with the Invaders, and then thirdly, the Tangled Web Infestation one. After that, I mean, you're basically in coring territory at that point, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're really wanting to farm promo credits and things like that, I would probably... I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're using in your roster. There's Shang-Chi over here. There's Underworld over here. There's a Black Widow over here. So for the purposes of using my energy up, we're going to kind of use this up. Nope. Unfortunately not. Let's see. Black Widow, 7 red. Nope. But we did get 25 gold dark promos there. The drop rates are pretty poor on the dark promos, though. And I do have a 7 red Shang-Chi, so that's pretty useless. I don't know. It's a shame Rescue's not on here. They really need to add that back, because I feel like she's the only one missing from that node. Let's go into Young Avengers just for shits and giggles. And no. So the drop rates are pretty bad. But if you read the blog post, they did talk about how you're probably going to get 1 7 red every 2 months, assuming you're not refreshing the node. So it's not very common. The drop rate seems to suggest that it's like a 0.5% to 1%, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Just using their own descriptions and farming this daily and using that kind of timeline, that's kind of the impression that I get, that's what the 7 red is. It's probably like anywhere less than 1%. It's probably like 0.5% to a 1% drop rate. So it's not super good. Although if it is a 1%, then you're technically rolling it against all these characters. It's just that, yeah, it might take you a while to get that. So keep that in mind. Don't spend your core because you're only getting 60 energy for coring, and with all the events that we have right now, honestly, it's much better just to do that. And last but not least, let's check one more time to see whether or not they did update the store finally for Dark Defenders. No, it's still not there. So, I don't know. I'm going to wait until that free claim goes live. I'm going to look for more information regarding that. I'm going to talk to Community Manager Archangel and see what's going on with that. And then once I finish that, and once we get the daily free claim numbers for that, I'll be posting my event math on my Discord channel for anyone who wants to share it around. So, there we go. Nick Fury dupe. I got a 1 full and a half Elite 4 orb. So even if you're getting dupes on this, you're getting a shit ton of more Elite 4 orbs. It's honestly just candy at this point. So you can open them as much. Red stars are going to be a thing of the past pretty soon, in like the next month or two, and we're going to be moving on to something bigger. What that is, we'll have to wait and find out. That's the end of your Monday recap, whatever this is, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out, and maybe we'll figure out what those damn pumpkins do, if anything. Alright, I'll see you.